Hello everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay, how are you all doing? Good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So did you all have your assembly today?
Yes,
Did you all
sir.
have? Okay, good. So yes, 2 minutes. Let us pray. Let us start with a prayer. Okay, so everyone join your hands, close your eyes. Okay, when I say start, then you have to start. Okay? Yeah, so here you go. Yes, start. You all can start. Just join your hands, close your eyes, and start, please. Okay, is it done? Is it done?
Yes,
Hello?
sir, done.
Okay, so shall we start? So in the last class, we had this introduction, no? For this chapter, did we have? Or it was remaining? Did we have the introductory part of this chapter?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Introduction is done.
Okay. Done, no? So did you all understand anything, or simply went upon the head? Was it clear to you?
Yes, sir. It is clear.
Okay, good. So what all things did we learn? We learned about the resources, yes or no? Okay, now let me share the screen. We have discussed about the entire chapter. We have discussed. Okay, we have discussed the entire chapter, but by few points. Okay, and in that we have seen about resources. Okay, what is the actual the meaning of resources? What do you understand by this term? And what are the types of resources that we have seen? Now, can you see the screen? Okay, so this is your book, and let me take your yes, we have seen this, no? So it was like in facts that matter. By this we have understood the term like the resources. Okay, then the type, which are the examples of resources, and types of resources we have seen over here according to this flow chart. Yes or no? Like resources are according to the usage, there are two, like actual resource and potential resource. Then according to renewability, means which can be renewed. Okay, that is renewable and non-renewable. And with the point of view of source, we can say natural source, human source, and human-made source. And with the point of view of origin, that is biotic and abiotic. Okay, this we have understood in the last class. Okay, so today we'll be discussing those things in detail. Also, we have seen in this words that matter. So according to these words that matter, we have already understood everything. So we have an idea. Yes or no? We know this clearly. Okay, now the thing is, from textbook also we have to get some idea of that what you can do or what you can understand, okay, by this chapter. Okay, okay, so let's start. So everyone take the first page. In that, see, glossary, the patent is given. Please underline that. Patent means that also we have explained only. See, as per the screen we have revised that. We have come to know that what is that patent. This one means it applies to the exclusive right over an idea of invention. Okay, that is patent. You have to underline that. And we have understood about what is that value, what does that value mean, how does something become a resource. Okay, here like a story it is given. See, Mona and Raju were helping, okay, their mother. For what purpose? For cleaning their house. Okay, so clothes, utensils, food grains, combs, then the bottle of honey, books, each of this has a use. Okay, Mona was saying that these things are all useful. Okay, that is why they are important. So Amma is now their mother is explaining them that these things are considered to be as a resources. Okay, then what is a resource? Now she is explaining to her kids. Okay, what is a resource? Then that was Raju's question. Okay, he asked his mother that what is this resource? Okay, so she is saying that anything that can be used to satisfy need, as we already learned. Yes or no? We have learned now in the last class. We already discussed this. Means anything that makes us use, means that is useful for us. Okay, means that can be used to satisfy our need. Okay, that is a resource. Okay, so that way their mother is explaining that. Okay, now look around you and observe. You will be able to identify many types of resources. Now she is saying that her kids that look around. Okay, in their house, in their home. Even you can also, okay, at your home, what all things are surrounded by you. Okay, there are many things. Yes or no? When you look around your house, can you see many things that are useful? Yes or no? I hope so that you can see. Okay, there are many resources available. Okay, like the water you drink when you're thirsty, the electricity you use in the house, when you look in your house. Okay, so there is bulb. Yes or no? So that is a resource. Because why? It is providing you light. It is useful for you. Yes or no? Then the rickshaw you use to get home from school. So that is an example given by their mother. Okay, and the textbook you use to study, so that is right now in front of you. It's the best example. Yes or no? Textbook that you're using for study is a resource, itself a resource. And your father has prepared to their mother is saying your father has prepared a tasty snack for you. Fresh vegetables he has used are also a resource. Now see, those children, okay, Mona and Raju, their father has prepared some snacks for them. Okay, so in that snacks he has used some vegetables. Okay, so those vegetables are considered to be as resources. Means who is saying that? Their mother. Yes or no? Yes. So water, electricity, rickshaw, vegetable, textbook having something in common. Okay, they have all been used by you. So they have utility. Now why these things are used by you? Because why do you use them? Because they need utility. Utility means in the sense, suppose if these things are there and you are not using it, that means, can you say that that thing is having utility? No, unless and until you use them, they don't have utility. Okay, suppose you have light, you have a bulb at your home. Now you are not switching on the light, then means, yeah, you are not at all, just never you want that light, and you are not switching on that light. So what do you think? Means what do you think about this? Can you say that it is having the utility, or the light has been used? Can you say that? Does it have a utility? No. Understood? Yes or no? So we cannot say that it is having a utility. So utility or usability is what makes an object or substance a resource. Now see, this is what we need to understand. So if you don't use something, okay, are you getting me? So if you don't use something, we cannot say that it is a resource for you. This we already understood, yes or no? Unless and until we don't use, so that particular thing doesn't have or cannot be considered as a resource. For example, book. Okay, now you are not studying only. You are not at all. You are just not taking your books out even. Even at that time of examination also, you are not taking your books. You are just not utilizing. You are just not reading books. You are just not taking your book. And can that book be considered as a resource for you? No. Why? Because you are not utilizing it. You are not using it. You are not studying. Yes or no? This is a simple point that you can understand. And what is that value? Value means worth. Okay, like see here it is written, some resources have economic value and some do not. See, now it is not like everything, whatever resource you are using, everything has a value, we cannot say. For example, metals may have an economic value. Are you getting me? Metals. Now, whatever metals you are using at your house. Yes or no? So it has having economic value. A beautiful landscape may not have any economic value. You cannot say that a landscape means whatever drawing, landscape drawing, whatever you drew, whatever you draw, they may not have that kind of economic value which a metal is having. But both are important and satisfy human needs. But we can say that, yeah, both of them are important for human life. Metal is also important. Beautiful landscape is also important. Beautiful landscape means how we can say, like, because beautiful landscapes give us relief in our minds. Yes or no? It gives a satisfaction in our minds. That is why. Are you getting me? Are you all listening or simply sitting?
Yes, sir.
Say yes or no also when I say that, is it? When I ask something, did you understand? Yes or no? So then say yes or no at least, so that I will come to know you are there. Okay. Then value means what? That is worth. For example, see, metals may have an economic value and landscape may not have. This way we can say that everything has a value on its own way. Okay, some resource can become economically valuable with time. Means according to time, some resource may be considered as valuable and some resource may not be considered as valuable. Okay. Now see, here an example. Your grandmother's home remedies, okay, have no commercial value today. But if they are patented and sold by medical firm tomorrow, they could become economically what? Valuable. Are you getting me? Now, suppose your grandmother had some home remedies. Home remedies means, understand? Suppose anything, your grandmother and everything, they are all well experienced. Yes or no? They have that, like if you are falling sick, then your grandmother might have some home remedies. So instead of going to hospital, she might give you that kind of some medicine which she knows. Okay, because she has an experience. Yes or no? So that is what home remedies. So grandmother's home remedies have no commercial value today. In today's world, they might not be sold. Commercial value means, understand, they could not be sold. That is commercial value. But it could become now. But if they are patented now, if that grandmother's remedy, home remedy, if it is patented and sold by a medical firm tomorrow, are you getting me? Means what? What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, right now your grandmother is giving you home remedies or any like technique. Okay, some kind of medicine she is giving so that you won't need to go to hospital. Okay, so she is having some trick, some home remedies that she has experienced when she was on her young age. So she is knowing that she is having experience, yes or no? Okay, but in those times it was not commercial. But today, if we use that remedy, home remedy, in a medical form, are you getting me? Means now if we use that technique of her, or if we use that medicine that she used to give us, and when we start selling in a medical store, it becomes an economically valuable. Yes or no? Are you getting me? So this way, so at that time, the value of that particular thing starts, or that time we can say that it has a value. And before, previously, only your grandmother used to give you only, and it was not known to everyone. Okay, but when we when we learn from her that this is that medicine and this is how it is prepared, okay, and then when we are preparing it, and then when we start selling that medicine, okay, in future, okay, in a medical form or a medical store, then it becomes then it will be having a economic value. Are you getting me? Now time and technology are two important factors that can change substance into resource. Now see, as I told you yesterday, explained also. Yes or no? Yesterday means in the last class, Saturday. Time has also connection, and technology. They both are important factor in resources. How we can say? Both are related to needs of people. Now, every time you cannot say no that every human being has a need every time. No, at the time when that is needed, at that time he uses the resource. Yes or no? It's not like, suppose we all need water. So that doesn't mean that every time we are just keeping on drinking water and drinking and drinking and drinking. No. When it is needed, at that time we are drinking. Yes or no? So this way we can say time has a connection and technology has a connection with the resources. Okay, and they can change the substances into resources. Okay, now ideas, knowledge, inventions, discoveries led to creation of more resources. See, these things are the main points that lead to the creation of more resources. Okay, understood? Now can you see? That now let me give you this activity. Can you do this? Now remember, this is the geography chapter number 1, activity 1. For geography chapter 1, activity 1. Everyone please note this. This you have to do in your activity book. Everyone. In page number 2 it is given. See, activity. Circle those resources from Amma's list. See, I told you both the children, Mona and Raju, they were talking with their mothers at that time. Mother gave them a list. Okay, so in that list, now see, the activity is you have to circle those resources from Amma's list that are regarded as having no commercial value. So you have to underline, first you have to write it down, this list on the activity book, then you have to separately mention which are those things. Don't circle it. Instead of circling, you have to mention those things separately. You have to write down and you have to mention that these things don't have commercial value, and you have to explain also why, in which way it doesn't have a commercial value. Are you getting me, everyone? This can be done. See this one.
Yes, sir.
It is given once again, page number 2. In that Can you see that Amma's list? That activity you have to do. You have to, don't circle it. First write down this list in the activity book and write separately those things that have no commercial value. Commercial value means understood. What is that commercial value? We have just now we understood. Now when it is been sold in future, they could become economically valuable when it has an economic value. That is commercial value, we can say. Understood? Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so this
sir.
you have to do. So this you have to do. Now types of resources. Now what are they? This we already understood. Natural resource. Okay. What are they? Let me show you that screen. Types of resource means mainly there are what? Natural resource is there. Actual resource is there. Potential resource is there. Yes or no? Renewable and non-renewable resources is there. Ubiquitous and localized resources is there. These things you have learned. Yes. Localized resource, human-made resource, human resource development is there. Yes or no? Abiotic and biotic resource is there. Potential resource. Okay. These are the types of resource. Okay. Now let's see about natural resource. Okay. They are divided into three. Types of resource are divided into three: natural, human-made, and human. Natural, human-made, and human. So resources that are drawn from nature and used without much modification, they are called natural. Now see, natural resource means we can say it is related with nature only. Yes or no? Okay, it is directly, it comes from nature and it is used without much modification. Means human do not need to modify anything in that. That is natural resource. For example, the air we breathe. Can you make some changes in air? Can humans make some changes in air? No. It is natural. So we cannot do anything. We cannot change or we cannot modify air. Just see, right now it is cool air coming, so we can make it cold air. Can we make it? It's not possible. It is natural. Yes or no? Then water in rivers and lakes. Okay, the soils, minerals, all the natural resource. Okay, natural resources are classified into different groups. Which are the level of development and use? What is the, or why, in which way they are developed? Means natural resources are classified into four. No, yes, four type of. There one is level of development, how they have been developed. Second is their use or origin, from where it has come, and their stock and the distribution. So on the basis of their development and use, resource can be classified into two. Resource are two types. Which are they? So here we already seen. Yes or no? Actual and potential. Now what are actual resources? So can you see this on the screen? See, I have zoomed that. According to use, there are two types of resources according to the uses. There are actual and potential. Actual means there are those resources which or whose quantity is known. Actual resource means we clearly know that this is the quantity of that, and these resources are being used in present. See example, please underline that. Rich deposits of coal in Ruhr region of Germany and petroleum in West Asia. See, this is one example of actual resource. Please underline that. Page number 2, last second paragraph, third line onwards. The rich deposits of coal in Ruhr region of Germany and petroleum in West Asia, the dark soils of Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra are all actual resources. These are the examples of natural resource. Actual resource. Now, what is that actual resource? Once again, those resources whose quantity is known. We can easily count them, and that quantity we easily know. That is actual resource. Understood? Now potential. These are those whose entire quantity may not be known. Now it is the directly opposite of this. Opposite of potential means we cannot count that. Okay, so the entire quantity may not be known and these are not being used at present. So these kind of potential resources not used in present. Okay, but it can be used when? It can be used in future. Yes, the level of technology we have at present may not be, yeah, it is not that advanced kind of technology. Clear? The uranium found in Ladakh, okay, it's an example of potential resource. Please see, as we have seen the examples of actual resource, the same way here we are going to see the example of, what is that? Potential resource. Example of actual resource we already seen. Which are they? Can anyone say which are the examples of actual resource? Actual resource examples. Who can say? Actual resource or actual resources, the examples of actual resources. Who can say? Is there anyone?
Sir?
Yes.
So you are asking of the actual resource example?
Yes. Which are the examples given? It is already given in your book.
Yes, sir. The dark soil of Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra and petroleum in the West Asia. Yes,
okay,
sir.
good. So these are the examples of actual resource. Now what are the examples of potential resource? That is also given. Can you see that? The uranium found in Ladakh in page number 3. Page number 3, third line. Please underline these examples. It is compulsory. Everyone must underline this. Is it done?
Yes, sir.
And potential example also. That also you have to underline. Page number 3, first paragraph, third line onwards. The uranium found in Ladakh is an example of potential resource that could be used in the future. Clear? Okay. Now, based on their origin means from where it started or from where, okay, that is origin. So based on their origin, resources can be abiotic and biotic. So according to what sources, we already know that there can be two. The sources can be two based on their origin. That is, one is abiotic, other is biotic. Please note. Okay. So abiotic resources are non-living, while biotic resources are living. Please take note. Okay. And soils, rocks, minerals are abiotic, but plants and animals are biotic. Now, how can you say that they are biotic? Yes. Who will say? Who can say? Hello, everybody there? Yes, why are you switching on the mic and then you are switching off? Why? Either you switch on or you switch off. Hello? Are you listening to me? Everyone? Neha Sangvi, Arpita, Smith.
Yes, sir.
Bhumi Patel. You are all there or simply just listening what I am saying? You are not replying. Why are you people not replying? Do you want me to take the class or shall I leave? Do you want me to take the class or shall I leave? Do you want SS class today? Now?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes. Please say.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have.
Please ask.
Yes, sir. Sir, you told us to underline that actual resource and potential resource in our geography textbook. But sir, in my textbook, that both are not printed.
Both are not printed.
No, sir, I don't have. I have seen
Here
the
is
whole textbook.
Here is the older version or new? Means is it old or new?
Sir, I think it's new.
Still, it's not printed.
So it is printed in new version.
See, I am having this new only. It is not that much old also, but see, it is. This book is of 2007, I think so. But yeah, it is not that older. I have properly every points are written in my textbook. Anybody else is having this problem? If you are having the then no problem. If you don't underline that, just go through that. Yesterday I told you to take the screenshot, and I will send the PDF of this textbook also. Don't worry. If anybody is having such problem, I'll send the PDF of this textbook in your WhatsApp group. Okay. What you can do is just take a printout of this textbook. I am saying to those who have problem. Okay. I will send the PDF today in your class groups. Take the printout of that. If you want to take that particular page the page which you have problem, if you want to take only that page printout, then also fine. Okay, but I will put the PDF of this textbook. Just take a printout and then you can use it. If you want to underline that also, you can do it. Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Those who have problem, please do it. Okay, but don't leave without underlining. Everybody will underline. This can be asked as what are the examples of actual resource? Can be asked easily in 1 mark question. So if you don't know, you will lose this simple 1 mark that you will leave. 1 mark is so very, very important. Yes or no? So please go through this and underline. Take it seriously and underline these things. Okay. So we are talking about biotic and abiotic. Abiotic means which are related with non-living things, and biotic means which are related to the living things. Now, natural resources can broadly categorized into two. Natural resource can be categorized into two. Which are they? Renewable and non-renewable. Can you see? Can be categorized into broad topics. Which are they? Renewable and non-renewable. The renewable resources are those which get renewed or replenished quickly. What are they? What are renewable? They get renewed, or they means if one is gone, then other on the spot. Those resources grow. They don't just stop there. Okay. Are you getting me? So those which get renewed or replenished, we can say the English word is replenished. That is clear. Okay. Now some of these are unlimited and are not affected by human activity. Some of them are unlimited. Okay. And not affected by human activity, such as like solar, wind and energy. See, these things don't means we can say like they are not affected. Okay. These things do not affect these renewable resources. Okay. Now if we do not use the renewable resources properly, or if carelessly if we use these renewable resources like water, soil and forest, can affect their stock. Now if they don't keep proper what? Hello? Are you getting me? Hello, are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what I was talking about, if we do not use renewable resources properly or carelessly if we use, what happens? Like water, soil and forest, if we use them carelessly, we will suffer. Yes or no? There will be no water at all. There will be no soil. There will be no forest. From forest only we are getting this, like, the papers are made by the trees. Okay, by cutting down the trees. They're wooden. Yes or no? So that we will miss if we don't use that renewable resources properly. Now non-renewable means are those which have limited stock. It's totally opposite. What is that? Non-renewable resources have limited stock. Once the stocks are exhausted, it may take thousands of years to be renewed. Now what is, suppose the stock gets stopped, then what would happen? Yes, once the stocks are exhausted, it may take how many years? 1,000 years to be renewed. That stock should be renewed. Now, since this period is much more than human lifespans, such resources are considered non-renewable. What is that about non-renewable? What is that? Non-renewable resources. Who can say? Who can say?
Yes, sir.
Sir, the
Non-renewable
sources which
resources.
have a
Who can
limited.
say? The resource, a non-renewable resource is one which is present in limited quantity. Yes or no? It is only available limited. So if as they are limited, as they are available limited, so we have to what? Use carefully, not carelessly. Yes or no? Okay. Now, up till here understood everyone? Page number 3, non-renewable resource. Up till there we have completed. Up till there. Up till there understood everyone?
Yes, sir, understood.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Then ubiquitous and localized resource. I explained you about ubiquitous. Who remembers? Can anyone say yes? Let's see who remembers. Ubiquitous. Who can say? What do you mean by ubiquitous resource? Ubiquitous. Which are they? I explained this to you on Saturday, so you should remember. Ubiquitous resource means
Yes,
what?
sir. Can I?
Yes,
Sir,
yes,
can
of
I?
course.
Those
Yes.
those resources who were found everywhere.
Very good. Means they are available at like plenty, and it is available everywhere. Those are known as ubiquitous. Don't get confused in the spelling. So learn the spellings of these kind of words. Okay, so that it won't be. So means you can easily write down. Okay, so the spellings and everything should be clear. Okay. Now, how do we divide? Now, here the distribution of natural resource depends upon number of physical factors. Now, like terrain, climate, and altitude. So here, natural resources have been distributed. It is upon the number of physical factors. Now, which are those factors? Like terrain. Terrain means, like mountain only. It is larger. Terrain, climate, and altitude. Okay, the distribution of resources unequal. It is not equal. Why? Because these factors differ so much over the earth. It differs. Differs means it is not same. Understood? Now everyone take the next page, page number 4. Page number 4. Human-made resources. Okay, now up till there, I hope that everybody understood. Now tell me up till here, how many of you have understood? Please switch on the mic and tell me what you have understood. Yes, one by one. Okay, I'll call the names That student has to. Yes. So starting from Nirav Ponnara. So Nirav, can you hear me? Nirav, can you hear me properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, can you say up till now what you have understood or what we have learned? Hello, Nirav. Nirav, am I audible? Nirav Ponnara. Not. Yes, Nirav. Yes. Why did you switch off the mic? I'm asking you. Don't waste time. If you don't want to say no. I'll ask another student.
Sir, no.
Why? What happened? You did not understand, Nirav? You did not understand? Nirav, you did not understand?
Sir, your voice is cutting.
Voice is cutting. Okay. Yes, now can you hear me? Now can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Now am I audible? Now am I audible? Hello?
Sir, you are audible.
Then why, Nirav, why are you not replying? I am asking you from around one and a half minute it's over. I have been asking to you since. Why don't you reply? I think, or do you have any network issue there? Okay. Anyways, next Arpita. Yes, tell me up till now what we have learned, what you understood.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. We have learned that anything that can be used for need
Okay.
is a resource,
Okay.
and the
Okay.
value means worth. And
Okay.
we have we have different type of resource that are natural, human-made, and human. And we learn about some natural resource that are the renewable resource, non-renewable resource, then actual, potential, and ubiquitous or
Yes.
ubiquitous.
Good.
That type of resource we learn,
Good.
and and the ubiquitous means the resource that are found everywhere, and non-renewable resource are those which have a limited stock, and the renewable resource are those which get renewed or replenished quickly. And abiotic resource are non-living resource, and the biotic resource are the living resource. Then
Yes, continue. Yes. Means, did you understand this properly, or simply just you saw and read?
no, sir, I had I know.
Understood?
Yes.
You understood, no? But
Yes,
so
sir, I
by your understanding what you understood, that you have to say, not by looking and saying that anybody can say. Okay. So I believe that you have said it by your understanding. Okay. Now next, Smith. Smith, you don't even reply. I know. What is that? Smith, am I audible to you? Smith Shersia. Smith. Smith, am I audible to you? Why is you're always like this? Not at all replying at all. I don't know what problem do you have. Okay, next, Deven Rajgor, what you understood? Yes, please tell me. close your book and say. Okay, you have to close your book and you have to say. You have to show me. Switch on the camera, show me the closed book, then you have to say. Because simply if I say something what you understood, then you will look and say that I know. Yes, Deven. Will you reply or shall I go to the next student? Okay, next Neha. Neha Sanghvi.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So we have seen what are resources, what is a utility, what is a value, and what are the types of sources like natural and and in that natural resources are categorized as renewable and non-renewable. Yes, sir. The textbook.
It's closed, no? Okay. I believe it is closed. Okay. You can say by your own words also. No problem.
Yes, sir. And
Continue.
natural resources can be broadly divided into two categories, like renewable and non-renewable resources.
Okay.
And resources can be categorized into natural, human-made, and human resources.
Yes. Good. Then?
Yes, sir. I have understood this one.
Okay. Renewable and non-renewable, that you did not understand?
Yes, sir. That understood.
Then say.
Yes,
Then
sir.
what is this? Ubiquitous resource, local resource.
Yes, sir.
That also.
Yes, sir. So renewable resources are directly gained from nature and without any much modification. That is known as renewable resource. Non-renewable resources are the resources which cannot be replenished quickly. It took thousands of years to replenish. And biotic, that is a living resource. And abiotic, that is a non-living resource. And ubiquitous, that is a resource that can be found everywhere. And localized, that is not found everywhere.
Good. Very good. Okay. Keep it up, Neha. Next, who can say? Purva. Bhumi left. I think she is having network issue. Okay, Purva. Can you say? Purva. What is Purva Bhatia? Yes, Purva. Yes, Purva. Can you hear me? Okay. Next, Sarfaraj Ashwani. Can you hear me? What you understood, Sarfaraj? See, you know, geography is not that difficult as history. Yes or no? This is very simple as compared to history. And now as compared to all the three, this geography is the most simplest one. Yes or no? So in this geography, if you are doing this way, then what is the use of this? Okay. Don't tell that it is not understanding. It is very simple only. And among these three, history, civics and geography, geography is the most simple one, the simplest of all. So it should be understandable to you, and I am explaining to you point wise only. And you know, these things, these points we have already covered in the introductory part only. We have covered this. We understood what is that. And now from textbook, just we are just getting an idea of that. Again, some idea of that. That's it. Otherwise, all these things have been revised only, or we have done only. Sarfaraj, you also cannot hear me. Okay. Anyways, no problem. So now, listen. What's your homework for today? Your homework for today is do this activity first. Okay, this is the first homework. Homework number 1. That is page number 2. In this activity, what is given? List down these names from here you have to separate those things that are having no commercial value, that do not have any commercial value, that you have to, yeah, you have to write separately those names from the list. Clear? That you have to do. Okay. And second homework is, if you have not completed still history, complete that properly. Okay. Yes. Now, then you have to read this page number 1, page number 2, types of resources, and page number 3 also you have to read. Page number 3, okay. And in that, you know, in page number 3, the stock of resource, there you can that you can underline. It is a amount of resource available for use. That is the stock of resource. Means how much resource is available for utilization or for use. That is known as stock of resource. Underline that. Page number 3. That you have to underline. Okay. So these 3 pages you have to read, and how many worksheet questions are there according to these 3 pages that you have to fill, that you have to complete. Understood? So this is the 2 homework for you. Main, 1 you have to do the activity, 2nd you have to read this textbook 3 pages and complete the worksheet. 3rd is only of this history. If you have not completed, then you have to do the 3rd one also. Okay, if you have not completed history chapter 1, complete it. Clear? Okay. So that's all. So that's all for today. See you all in the next lecture, everyone. Okay. Bye bye. Take care. Yes.